My name is Austin Keiser. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia originally, and I'm here to be the new assistant coach of the Milwaukee Power. A little background on me: I grew up playing in Atlanta, and then I went to prep school in Maine. Then after that, I played 2 years of juniors, one in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and the other in Boston. That actually gave me the opportunity to play college hockey at SUNY Potsdam, and then I transferred to Western New England University in Springfield, Massachusetts. Got to play in the East Coast Hockey League for a little bit. After that, I got the chance to actually come back and coach for my alma mater, Western New England. Then I got the assistant coaching job at Trine University in Angola, Indiana. After that, I took this opportunity in Milwaukee to be the goalie director for the Milwaukee Junior Admirals, and now I'm here with the Power.
So obviously you were a goalie back in your day. Don't you believe all the things where people say goalies are a little strange in the head?
I definitely believe there's something wrong with some goalies for sure, but at the end of the day, we see the game differently. We're back in the net, we get to see it a different perspective, I guess, than other players would. So it adds a good coaching quality to us, but yeah, there's definitely something that fishy about us at sometimes.
So what do you think is your best asset going forward into this coaching position, Keiser?
Honestly, I think that I bring a lot to the table in the sense that I've got the college experience behind me now, and I'm a younger coach, and Coach Barry and I have a good relationship in the sense that he might have the more experienced idea, where I'm coming in as a new coach and kind of bringing that new kind of era into the system. So I think that I bring a lot that a lot of coaches can't offer, in the sense that my age alone and my experiences alone in such a short period of time will bring a lot to the Power for sure.
What's it like to play junior hockey now, do you think? Like, what's it like to you, and comparing that to college hockey?
Yeah,
because obviously these kids want to go to play college hockey.
Definitely, I think it's a big jump. Honestly, I think that junior hockey is a great way for kids to develop into a college hockey player. At the college level, you don't have that many games, whereas the junior level you do. I feel like the junior level is more physical, and it brings a little bit more high tempo action compared to college hockey, where it's more mathematically planned out and system-wise. So I think there is a difference, but I think this is a great development league for those places that those kids want to move on to.
And obviously development, a very important thing. What can you bring to a player to help develop them right away?
Definitely, I think what I bring is a sense of skill development. I'm a very hands-on, skilled guy. I really like to break down things in the sense that it's not always systems, but the skill development part of it. So moving on to the next levels, I feel like a lot of people don't get that skill asset that we can get here in the junior level, and that will help develop them later on in the seasons where they want to move on.
How'd you end up in Milwaukee?
So Milwaukee actually ended up with me, honestly. I got a job posting from one of my goalie coaches out in Connecticut for Pro Crease, Jared Wayman. He's a USA Hockey guy. Sent me a link and he said this might be a good opportunity for you. So they were looking for a young guy to be the goalie director here, and I kind of just fit the part, and it kind of just ended up in Milwaukee. But so far so good. I really, really like it out here.
How long have you been in Milwaukee, Keiser?
So I've been in Milwaukee for 2 months now. The weather has been great so far, and I know that the weather is not always going to be that way, but as of right now, as you can see outside, it's been fantastic. There's a lot to do around the area. Downtown is unbelievable, so it's been a really good experience in that sense for sure.
On game day, what are you going to expect out of your guys, and what do you expect out of yourself on your end on the bench?
Yeah, on game day, it's the time that we got to show what we got, and that just means we got to bring 100%. That's all of us from the top down. So coaching staff on has to bring it every single day, game day. There's a lot of games, but every single time we have to bring our full package.
You're a prototypical D guy. What are you looking for? What do you expect out of them?
Yeah, so I mean, I think I'm not looking for something so specific, but it's a certain kind of player I'm looking for, in the sense that I play for my player's abilities. So if you're a bigger guy, I expect you to block shots, I expect you to be physical, I expect you to move guys in front of the net. If you're a smaller guy that wants to be more offensive, I expect you to have some speed and some knowledge of the game and get pucks on net when you're in the offensive zone. So I don't really look at one defenseman and say, this is what I'm looking for. I kind of look for the player and try to coach that way.
And then going from defensemen to goalies, obviously goalies are from varying height in this league. We've had a guy that was 6'5", I had a guy that was, I think, 5'6".
Yeah.
How do you coach those? Because obviously it's two different body types and it's two different styles of goaltending. How do you coach both of those and get the most out of those guys?
There's definitely no cookie cutter in goaltending. You have to coach what you have. Size difference is a big thing right now, especially in the NHL. They're trying to lean more going back to the 6 foot instead of the 6'5". So if we get a 6'5" goalie, we're going to play a totally different game than a 5'11" goalie. But both ways, we can make it work. 5'11", I think you need to be at the top of your crease a little bit more than a 6'5" guy who can be a little bit deeper, in the sense that I don't want you to be a blocking goalie at a 5'11", but maybe at a 6'5", we can make you a more blocking goalie than a save-oriented goalie, if that makes any sense.
What about the little guy? Because the little guys do happen in this league.
Yeah, definitely, and I think I can speak from experience. I'm not the tallest guy in the world either, so when I was playing, I had to be fast, I had to be skilled, I had to be a little bit more skilled than, say, the 6'5" guy that I was going up against. I really had to be at the top of my crease, square with every puck. And there's a little bit of, technical difficulties and changes, I guess you would say, that I would have to do compared to a 6 foot guy. So I expect him to be fast, I expect him to be an athletic goaltender, and I expect him to be just big, in the sense that they need to play big.
You grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah. Who's your NHL hockey team that you root for year-round?
So I'm a huge Nashville Predator fan. Since we lost the Thrashers, that was a tough time for us, so the closest team really was Nashville for me. I really like the rink. I've been to Nashville many times. Nashville's an unbelievable place, unbelievable setup, and the fan base is fantastic. So it was kind of different because in Atlanta we didn't have that fan base. So in Nashville, they love it, and they fill the house, and it's an awesome environment. So that's really kind of who I gripped onto, was the Nashville Predators.
What are your aspirations? Obviously, this is not going to be your last job. Where do you want to end up in, say, 10 years? Yeah,
honestly, I think that coaching it's taken me on a path already, and my end goal, probably prep school. I would really like to get back into prep hockey. I really enjoyed it when I played it. So I think that might be my end goal, is to maybe be a head coach or an assistant coach at the prep level. I really don't have a specific place where, but I think that's kind of my end goal in this whole thing of coaching.
Is there anything else that you want the players or the fan base to know about you as we head into our first season? Obviously, this is their first chance to meet you.
Definitely. I think that, honestly, I think this is going to be a really, really good setup. I've been to many, many leagues. I've been to many, many rinks. And Milwaukee is an awesome, awesome place. So I really am excited for this opportunity for Milwaukee fans to see it. If you're looking for high tempo, high physical, high scoring league, this is the league for you. And I think it's going to be really, really entertaining.